the years, I've received questions concerning the pacing that works best to maximize language acquisition. And very recently, I saw a question posted on the AIM forum, the Parler avec Pauline Facebook group. So I thought that this would be a good subject for this week's Tips for Success in the Second Language Classroom. I'll be giving examples from the Accelerative Integrated Methodology. However, what I will discuss applies broadly to any second language classroom as well. I know that often teachers who are beginning with AIM, for example, start off very slowly with the gestures, getting familiar with the routine whereby the teacher gestures and the students speak, and of course this is understandable. However, what we don't want is for teachers to be concerned about gesturing every sentence exactly as it appears in the activity and repeating these same scenarios more than is necessary in one activity or one lesson, because what happens is that the students and teachers may become bored and overwhelmed by the slow pace. Learning slows down and even stops. On the contrary, we want the first exposure to the language to be engaging and exciting, because this is an essential component in rapidly accelerating language acquisition through the first stages of language acquisition. So for this to happen, it is important to move as quickly as possible through activities. I can assure you that in a hierarchical approach like AIM, you will reuse these same words many times and in different contexts, and this will make the whole learning process meaningful and engaging. This is the way the AIM is designed and why it works. In addition, because you will also use these same words in spontaneous interactions as well, there will be plenty of opportunity for that necessary, pleasant repetition that I talk about. I've learned a lot over the years in terms of what teachers understand and don't understand about the pacing of activities. So I'm happy to say that in the new editions, we now have an 85 lesson plan stream. This lesson plan overview gives you a concrete idea of the intended flow of each class. So you start with the entry routine, where you commit, along with your students, to using the target language only. Keep it short. It should be a maximum of 3 to 5 minutes. Then you get quickly into a couple of whole class activities if you have a 30-minute class or 40-minute class, and these activities should last a maximum of 5 to 10 minutes each. Then you send the kids off to the important partner group activities, 10 minutes, 12 minutes or so, and then after this, end the class with the quick leaving routine where students reflect upon their use of the target language only. Brain-based research tells us that to maximize learning, each activity should last a maximum of 10 minutes, and in most cases, even less. This is definitely the case if you teach primary classes. And at any time, actually, when a class seems unfocused, change it up. Have the class stand up and do a gesture review, or dance and sing a song, or sing a rap, and then sit down again and do an activity with a different focus. You'll see that this is the way an AIM 30 to 40-minute lesson is designed. If you have much longer classes, say 1 hour, you just back-to-back a couple of lessons. And if you teach immersion, well, your transition in and out of whole class and partner group activities or center activities will be carried out in a similar way. It's important to move through activities at an effective pace. This is something that will be absolutely key to your success with the methodology. For example, moving through activities 1 to 12 in the first 4 classes will ensure that you get to that important introduction of the story in your 5th lesson. The story provides you with the key context for the whole kit. It is in fact the anchor and touch point for so many proficiency developing activities. The AIM is designed so that during the first part of the kit, you will flood the students' learning of a great deal of essential high-frequency words so that you and your students can survive in the target language only in class. So I encourage you to have a look at an authentic AIM first class found on the portal of a Step 1 kit. If you watch this half-hour class where I work with this group of students with absolutely no French experience at all, You will see, first of all, how I ensure that the target language only is introduced and maintained. And also, secondly, how I introduce students to the AIM technique, whereby the teacher gestures and the students speak. If you don't have a portal, you can access a free trial on the AIM website. So back to the concept of pleasant repetition. I feel that this might be misinterpreted at times. If there is too much repetition of a similar type and within a certain time frame, the students will definitely get bored with what's happening in the classroom. And so will you, I'm sure. It won't be pleasant repetition anymore. So it is important to ensure that when introducing the words, you repeat them to a certain degree as modeled in the activities. However, please don't spend 30 minutes on one activity. Move forward into the next activity, and then the next activity, and the next activity. Each one an absolute maximum of 10 minutes. What is built into the AIM itself is the systematic repetition of these words in different contexts over and over again through one kit and into the next kit and the next and the next. The deep learning that is one of the reasons for AIM's success will happen if you follow this recommendation. And if you move at the intended pace, you will also get to the most important activity in each kit, which is the synthesis of everything that has preceded it, either story retelling and or story extension. I hope that you will consider this tip as you work with your students in class. And don't hesitate to comment or ask questions by clicking below. Hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.